Welcome to the Tim and Nancy Danter YouTube channel. My name is Tim Danter, and welcome back. This evening on tonight's video, we have one of our community members, Tim, who is going to give us the insight into what all the dirt and hubbub and excitement is about KITTY INU. So stay tuned. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell, and that way you'll know when we've got more interesting things coming up. But tonight is going to be a whiz banger because it's all about this new KITTY INU. So without further ado, Mr. Tim, how are you, sir?
Good, how are you?
Excellent, excellent. So this KITTY INU, I hear about it all the time, and it seems to be, knocking SHIB off his four paws, and then we're replacing it with another four paws. And, we've been chatting about it, and, there seems to be quite a lot of interest in this and some interesting backstory on it. So I'm going to turn it over to you and let you sort of take it away from there.
Beauty, thanks, Tim. Yeah. So basically, obviously, meme coins have been taking the cryptoverse by storm. Obviously, we've seen SHIB. Another big one is Floki. Obviously, the king of all meme coins, Dogecoin. So basically, you have all these dog coins that were running wild and going crazy, and there's been like this small little swell of a trend where cats versus dogs and stuff like this. So I've kind of missed out on SHIB, I've missed out on Floki, and I wanted in the meme coin game. So I started looking around, and lo and behold, about 2 weeks ago, I'm like, I'll go with this cats versus dogs. I'll find a good cat and I'll wait. And up comes this kitty coin. And, meme coins are pretty simple. You find something that the logo looks cool and it's got a cool meme type potential. You go with it and you just hope it doesn't rug pull you, which is obviously you losing all your money. So up comes this logo. I'm like, okay, logo is pretty cool. Kitty, funny little ticker. Let's roll with it. So obviously you do a quick search as much as you can. Obviously there's not a lot of due diligence you can do on a meme coin. But on quick glance, you get into their website, and this is their website. As you can see, it's pretty clean. And that caught me off guard. A lot of these meme coins, they don't look that fresh. They're not that crisp, and sometimes you can see a lot of errors in spelling and grammar, and sometimes, their pictures and their visuals don't fit the page properly. And for someone like me who doesn't want to get too degenerate often, that's something that I take into consideration. So when I saw this, I was like, that's it. I'm going for it. So as we in the crypto universe say, I aped into it. And then like a few days later, they start talking about how they're releasing this game. It's going to be a play to earn games. Axie Infinity is popular for that. You got a few other coins doing that. And they kind of say that the structure is going to be similar, like a Mario Kart style. So the carts are going to race, and they're going to have different meme coin characters facing off, against KITTY INU. And that was enough to pique my interest. But then obviously we'll go to this. They released the trailer for their game. So just before I get to that, actually, all these meme coins, usually you just get this really silly, like thrown together logo. Usually it's taken off the internet. It's stolen off another meme coin. Right here, even they've been showing a lot of graphics like this, Kitty dancing, and it changes every time they release a new little teaser about Kitty. So right there, you knew that somebody was behind this that might have some talent with graphic designing, right? So then you've got, so you've got somebody who clearly knows what they're doing with graphic design, throwing together these little tidbits and teasers. So right there, that had caught my eyeball too, right? And as you could just see, that actually kind of teased that they have been growing at a pretty good rate in the last 2.5 weeks. But this is obviously what caught everyone's eye and kind of shot Kitty up another notch, in my opinion. And this is the teaser for their video game that's coming out, scheduled for Q1 of 2022. So we'll just roll this out. So being in the cryptoverse and seeing like all these other play to earn games, yeah, it kind of blew my mind, because this is where, normally when we're in the cryptoverse, if you're obviously, big on technicals and you're actually, a solid investor, you're not just like a 13-year-old getting rich off Shiba, you usually don't look into too many meme coins, or, you're looking for fundamentals. So I had to break down, like, obviously I started getting the FOMO here after seeing that. So my mind starts racing and it's going, okay, this coin, and just to give you a little background on how Kitty came out. Kitty was fairly launched about 2.5 weeks ago, and it was kind of stealth. It didn't come out to huge fanfare. Obviously, there was some bigger influencers talking about it, so I feel like there was some talk, and some people on the inside obviously knew what they were getting into. But the fair launch, so it comes out, and then they even blocked a lot of the bots. A lot of bots always buy coins out the gate, and it makes it they dump on average people like us. So they blocked those accounts. So that was a cool, a notch up on their belt. But within 2 weeks, guys, you got if you're looking at this from an investing point of view, or the magnitude of this, you're going, that trailer, there's no way that they just came up with this game and developed even, the graphics for that game within the last 2 weeks. And then they just threw it together and created a coin. So you start doing the math, and then they released a light paper. So we go down to their light paper, and they have stayed anonymous, but they have been authenticated.
Kittyomics?
Kittyomics, they call it.
Kittyomics, yeah, that's great. I like it.
So you go down to their light paper, and obviously they're staying anonymous, but they have been verified by that company or that brand that will dox you essentially. So they'll have all the information that you are legit. You'll have to, do a KYC essentially with them, so they know. The lead developer, who she's very active in their Telegram, she's done a couple interviews over, SoundCloud and stuff regarding this. She seems quite intelligent, so it's pretty cool to see a female lead in a pretty predominant male cryptoverse. But it's almost like a too good to be true scenario when you're looking at their team that they're posting here. Some of these guys, ex-Shiba Inu team member, co-founder of a tech startup based in Australia, CEO of a fintech company based in Australia. All these bachelors of science, and they all got degrees, higher degrees in all this. Head of marketing for cryptocurrency projects for 5 years. It just goes down the gauntlet. Obviously, you guys got to do your own research. You can follow their website, and you'll be able to do that for your own, because obviously we don't want you aping in just on our advice alone. And then they came out with obviously this today, which I think is just a little teaser, and this is obviously my own call, but they're added to a watch list on FTX. My guess is eventually that's a teaser that they'll start getting some pretty big centralized exchange listings. Also at the end of November, because as of right now, guys, just you can only get it on Uniswap. And as we know, gas fees are insane. So if you're on the Eastern Seaboard, just a little hack, gas is cheaper at night, but that's Eastern Standard Time. I don't know where you are in the world. But as of right now, it's only on Uniswap. So a lot of people are priced out, and everyone wants to get Kitty. They want it on Binance chain. So the developers have said that by late November, early December, they will have it on the Binance chain. You could probably presume that once it goes on there, it's going to go gangbusters, because that means all the people with $300 that can't spend $200 on gas are going to go crazy on that. So expect some pretty big centralized exchange listings, I would presume, within the next couple months. And just doing your math, I mean, these people are already connected to Shiba, obviously, as we just heard. They have these graphic designs that are pretty slick. That game, obviously, if you were to think about that, if you're sending that to a bunch of potential investors or centralized exchanges, they're going to be salivating at that. They're going to want to list you because they know that they're going to be getting a lot of money off the volume that they're going to be peddling off of Kitty Inu. So then you factor in their last partnership, which is this. So for those people that don't know, Culture is kind of this like VR thing in cryptoverse. And this guy, Edward Saatchi, who is behind Culture now, he was one of the founding members of Oculus. And Oculus is this juggernaut now for VR that's partnering with Facebook and going to be doing probably tapping into that metaverse play. So when you talk in terms of trends too, Kitty isn't your average meme coin anymore. Kitty clearly is here to, you know, probably go for a juggernaut type status in the metaverse, because they're basically going to be making some sort of artificial intelligence Kitty character that'll play along. Edward Saatchi, you do your own due diligence on that guy. If he founded Oculus, he was messing around with Pixar too. So these guys didn't just create this meme coin out of nowhere and are just, you know, hoping it catches on with a community. These guys are meaning some serious business. They've already tested out their game. I know, I can't remember exactly where, so I'm not even going to mention that. But they're also going to have a little Kitty Mart where they're going to have NFTs for all their carts. So then you're tapping into the NFT trend, which is already, as we know, that's self-explanatory. And just look at the graphics again, right? I've got a buddy. He's in film and television and stuff. He's talked about their production and their presentations of all their graphics and stuff. The music that they're adding to it, everything. You got to factor all these things in. These people had a plan and they're executing and they're firing on all cylinders. And obviously you can do a quick Wikipedia on Oculus, winning Emmys, stuff like this, Edward Saatchi. It's all there for you guys to figure out. So it's not hard. It's not like you can call this, I don't think you can call this a scam anymore. Obviously people are always a little hesitant with meme coins because most rug you and most don't do anything, but you've got your Floki and your SHIB that have changed people's lives. So basically, in a nutshell, that's all you need to know right now.
That's great. I mean, it's that just that the presentation and the graphics is so much crisp and clean compared to, you know, I'm not in the meme market yet,
Yeah.
but this has really caught my attention, and that's why, you know, we had been discussing it, and I said, you know what, we got to sort of do something on this because it seems to have a lot more than the other ones. It's not just one of these fly-by-night ones. It's you know, it's got Oculus involved. It's got people who are involved with SHIB. Look where SHIB went, good or bad, you know what I mean? But at least it's got the development and the brains, and it's the professionalism. Hey, this may be the biggest rug pull going, but right now it looks pretty damn professional and pretty enticing. And yeah, like it looks exciting, and with all the other things that are going to potentially happen with it.
We were also mentioning too, like you have to factor in this cat versus trend meme thing that's slowly building, right? So if cats, let's say, do take off, who's going to be the king of the cats? It's got to be this. I mean, it's got to be the front runner for sure by the way that they're executing. But then you factor in a lot of levels, like Asia's big into cats. You know, cats are more favored around the world, right? So then you just favor Asia, and as we discussed before, they're going to eat this kind of game up. And then you look at the kind of the cult following of like a Mario Kart. Like, I'm not a big video game guy, but I still play Mario Kart when I see my little cousins playing, right? So you factor this in, it's going to appeal to a lot of people. And then factoring in the play to earn. So then people are going to be earning free crypto. Obviously, I don't know the basics behind the game. You'll probably maybe have to own some Kitty first. I don't know. But either way, that there's just so much the metaverse play now because of the gaming. So just it's going to hit so many trends. The graphics are crisp. It's going to attract people who actually have money, venture capitalists, if they're not already somehow dealing underneath the table right there. They also, you know, they never mentioned when they first came out, like I keep thinking this is one of the big things, that they had this game and all this. They just came out so stealth-like. So I have a feeling, just my hunch, not financial advice, that these guys have a huge plan underneath, and they've probably already got partnerships and connections beyond the imaginable.
That's absolutely incredible. And it's something that is something to watch, especially in the environment we are right now with such the hype, the bull run, the bear run, whatever you want to call it, run. You know, maybe it's the kitty run.
It's
And
about to be the kitty run. I was going to say,
yeah,
kitty
so
run.
it has really caught my attention, and I think we're going to be following this very closely, especially updates every night, every Wednesday night on Crypto Night in Canada. So thank you so much for taking the time to do this, Tim. It was absolutely amazing. You know, we go to you on a lot of stuff because you have a lot of wealth of information. You do dive deep on stuff, and understand this is not financial advice for investments or anything like that. But Tim does go down the rabbit holes on things and gives us the straight poop on it.